Today we're going to be installing the cross member in preparation for the skid plate, I guess, and the brackets for the shackles or D-rings on the front of the truck. Now, let me tell you one thing. When I first bought these, and I believe they've been changed since I bought mine. They were from RC, what is it, RC Off-Road? And this used to be a solid piece across here. I had to notch it out to fit over the cross member so that it would clear. Now, I believe, as I mentioned, that they have accommodated the cross member now, or the cross bar, I should say, so that you don't have to do this. But just a heads up, make sure when you look at the pictures, if you decide to do this, that you have this notch on the inside of each one, so opposite their logo, so that it will clear the crossbar if you're going to be mounting a skid plate, or if you already have a cross member on your truck. Some of them do, mine does not. This is what the crossbar looks like, and it has two holes to be able to mount the skid plate. That's the whole purpose of it. So, to put this thing in, first of all, I had to go ahead and remove a couple of screws, and I'll see if I can show you, up in the truck here. And they're located, you can see the nice shiny screw here. I had to replace the factory one, which looked like this, with this one. And the whole reason is the factory, the way it's designed, does not have enough threading to be able to put a nut on. Because these are functional recovery points, by the way, but they did not have enough threading to be able to mount the bracket for the shackles. So we needed greater distance, I guess. A little bit of a pain in the arse to do. It's very tight under there, but it can be done. As you can see, I did it. Now this piece, you do have to kind of push out of the way once you're gonna put the nut on there, so just be aware of that. It is just a plastic, so it'll move. So now, I've removed the gravel guard, and this is a gravel guard, this cheapo, flimsy, I don't even know what you call it, composite material, felt, I don't know what it is, but 4 screws, and it comes right off. They are a 12 millimeter, and you can drop that thing. So you can see what it looks like under here without it. Again, I'm going to be putting a skid plate, a real skid plate on here from Miller Cat. I've had it before, it works really well, and it should work just as well on this truck for sure. So first thing we have to do is remove these bolts on this side, and then the, I guess, tie down point. This is for shipping purposes. A lot of people think it's a recovery point. I mean, it can be used for that, I guess, but it's really just to hold the truck down for shipping. But we have to remove these, this one and this. We're going to save the bolts because we're going to be using them to go ahead and mount the kit or the brackets that we have for the shackles. Now, in doing this, it's kind of a two-step, and you want to do it this way. If you're going to do it, make sure if you need the cross member that you have that at the same time, because the cross member goes in those same bolt holes up here, held on by the same bolts, and then the bracket or the kit over there goes right on top of that. So it's much easier just to do this all at the same time. And the skid plate can be installed once all of this is on, meaning the kit over there for the D-rings or the shackles, so you don't have to worry about clearance or anything like that. So, first things first, let's remove these. Now, I am going to go ahead and temporarily mount one side. of the crossbar just to kind of hold it up, right? And then I'll work on the driver's side bracket, that right over there. And then we'll, while this side is holding that up, of course, we'll put the other side on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Again, you wanna mount the crossbar first, and then it'll be sandwiched between the truck member, frame, whatever, and the bracket itself. Okay, got it all done and buttoned up. It's pretty close to the plastic underneath. You guys can see here, I know that's been a concern for some. You might even see a scratch mark. That's from me installing it, not from it hitting. It does not hit the plastic. On the driver's side, let's check out the passenger side. And it does look like it's pretty much right up against over here. I would say it's probably sitting on the plastic. Not a big concern for me, but just something to be aware of. If you wanted to use these and you had a touching like this, you could kind of grind off this little bend here if you wanted. Again, not a bad deal for me. Looking underneath, you can see the crossbar, which has the threaded inserts for the skid plate that I'm going to put on. One thing I will tell you, this little piece that's here, it does fit inside this piece. When you're putting it on, it kind of looks like this part should fit on the other side of it. It does not. And if you try to do that, it will hold it back, and the holes to fasten everything down won't line up. So there's a little tip for you. Now it's time to relax. No, it's time to go ahead and put the shackles on. The whole reason that I did this. All right, time to put the shackles on. They are going to be red. I'm going with a red theme, so that's what we're using. Shackles are not complicated. Simply unscrew the pin. And we are going to use some of these little washers, I guess, to kind of dampen the sound so they don't bounce around. You know that's what would happen, right? And it also helps hold them in place a little bit so that they don't turn a whole lot. You can kind of fix them where you want. So I'm going to go ahead, put those on. I do have my little, I guess, security keychain thing. It just kind of goes around the pinhole and then through the shackle itself. Makes it harder for people to remove it. Although honestly, as tight as these pins get when they're on, I don't think anybody could do it by hand, but they're going to run across this and need another tool to get it off, because once these are on for a while, it's not so easy to turn these with your hand. Anyway, let me get them on and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, got them all done. You guys can see what they look like. I did put the little black plastic covers over them, and here's my little security thing. Again, just a little added extra roadblock for anybody that maybe would want to mess with them. I think they look pretty good on the front of the truck. They match, of course, what I put on the rears. I'll let you guys see those. That's what we have on the rears. They look pretty good, I think. I'm obviously going with a little bit of a red theme on the truck. I may even change the Tacoma lettering back there to kind of match up a little bit. We will see. But nonetheless, that's the mod. Came out pretty well and really pretty simple to do. Not hard, just a little tedious with those bolts on the front of the brackets underneath. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.